Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be making a Christmas decoration, but also a card emblem. It can also be attached to a card, a Christmas card to make as a gift. It can also be attached to a present as a gift tag. It's a little fig, and it's mostly fabric. And then it's got a little bit of beaded work on, a little bit of felt and a little bit of ribbon. It's really a tiny little scrappy fabric project that you can make with just a few scraps of fabric. So I have dug out some fabrics that I thought might go kind of fig tones, purplies and whatnot. So I've gone for that. I've picked that out, but I think I'm going to go for that one for this one. I've already made this one, as you can see, in this fabric, but I haven't got any more of this fabric that I can find, so I thought I would do a different one. I might even do a set of 3, which would look quite nice. I'm not sure whether I'm going to hang this on the tree, or I will probably gift it, to be honest, and pop it onto a present and gift it that way. So I'm going to use this as my base fabric. You will also, if you were wanting to stitch one of these, you will also need a little bit of, this is wool blanket, and I've used that. I've not padded it too much because it is I was thinking I was going to attach it to a card, so you don't want too much of a bulk with it. But if you were going to just make a Christmas decoration, you could actually do it 3D and pad it out a little bit more than I have done. But I've used some wool blanket for that. I've also used some felt just for the cream bit round it, and a little bit of, although I've beaded over most of it, it is a little bit of kind of mauve coloured velour I've used for that bit there, the inside of my fig. So I'll show you what I did. Oh, you'll also need some ribbon. I've just got a selection of purpley lilac-y ribbons there to choose from. You'll also need beads as well. I've got a selection of beads, and you can see these are not some beads here as well, which I'll show you in a bit when I get to that point. So first of all, I have made myself some templates. That is for the base, the purpley base, and I've cut 2 of them. I've cut one that side. And then what I've done, in fact, I'll show you now. So over here, I've done one this way. Because they're going back to back, I need to then turn it over and do the mirror image. Of the piece, of the template. So that's one, I can just about see it. And then turn it over onto the other side, and it'll make a mirror image. All right, okay, and we'll pop those out now. Apologies if you can hear background noise. I don't feel that's one right. I don't know what's happened there. No, it's definitely, oh, no, it's not the right one anyway, it's that one. Oh dear, is that the right way of that one? Doesn't look it, does it? Oh, that's that one. Yeah, it is, near enough-ish. I can always trim it afterwards. Okay, so pop that over there, and that, when you put them face to face or back to back, they should be about right. Yeah, not too bad. I can always trim afterwards, so you just need one for now. and pop one away. Okay, and next I need the cream, and I've used a felt for this one. And this is just a cream felt. It's nothing special, it's just a craft felt. It's not wool or anything like that. So again, all I'm going to do is, it doesn't really matter which way you have this template, backwards or forwards, whichever face you want to use. Just pop that over there. And it doesn't really have to be exact either. Okay, so when you put that onto that, what I've done is I've offset it so it's over on one side, just so that it kind of looks like you've got a little bit of a view of the, not head on, but it kind of like, you can see a little bit more of the fig. So that's that bit. And then I need the little bit of velour that I've got. This is not very easy to draw on. But as long as you get it close, that's fine. It's quite, it's not the easiest fabric to work with at all. As long as it looks something like it, that doesn't look anything like it, it's kind of, there, put that there. So yeah, sorry, yes, so I drew out kind of like a fig shape, first of all, and then I did a, inside that fig, I think it might have been that way, I drew a smaller one, and then inside that I drew another smaller one, and that's how I cut out my template, like that. I did it, I drew it out first of all, then I cut that template out and drew it again onto another piece of paper, and then drew inside so that I had 3 templates, and then I've also drawn a leaf as well, a leaf shape to put on. So first of all, we just need these 2 pieces and some cream cotton, and I'm just going to put my light on because it just seems to have gone a little bit dull all of a sudden. There. Cut that a little bit too long there. Then I like it better on that one. Okay, so it's just offset slightly, and then all I'm going to do is go round with a blanket stitch. Just to attach it. So I've just those beading needles, I'm just going to put them out of the way. They're so thin. So how are you all today? Hope you're all well. Finding time to stitch. Getting ready for Christmas maybe. I know it's it's still a few weeks off, isn't it? But it does come around quite quickly. I think I'm about around one more, I think. Let's took me all the way around. So just go down, knot it off. Okay, so that's the first thing. And then we want to do the same again on the little seed bit, but that doesn't have to be off center. It doesn't have to be in the center, but it doesn't have to be off center. It just has to be somewhere there. Right, that's not going to be enough. What did I use last time? Oh, I used this. So it's just a lilac thread, skein thread. Right, and I'm going to go around again. You may want to just fast forward through this, you've seen it before, but it doesn't take too long. Right, I'm just going to pin this one because it moved last time I did this, and that's why it went a little bit. Can you see how it's kind of like, I did have it the right way up, but when I was sewing it, it kind of tilted off centre. I wonder if that will stop it from moving too much. Let's see. I think it's because of the pile, the velvet and velour kind of, they're not the easiest things to sew with. They do have a life of their own sometimes. This is just a blanket stitch all the way around again. You don't have to use velour, you could use a fabric, different fabric. A damask would be nice, I thought, but I haven't got any, I don't think I've got any lilac or purpley damask. What have I done there? Who knows? Let's try and chop it off right near the end, and then I might be able to just pull it loose. Yeah. Even the pin's moved. Don't want you. Sorry if I keep moving it towards me. Oh, get caught up now. Let's move those out of the way as well. It almost looks metallic. This is probably the most difficult part, sewing on the velvety bit. Yeah, I think we're about okay now. It should all be okay. Oops. Might have helped if perhaps put in a dab of Yoo-hoo or Pritt stick on it to flatten it down maybe before I did it, I don't know. But that's that, so just wanted to go in there, tie that off. Okay, so that's the base to start stitching. Yeah, you can see it has kind of gone off a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. That one went off as well and it looks okay. Right, so next I need beads. That's all. Right, pop that there. So I've got, you can see this is the beading needle that I used. I've got a new one there, but the eye is even smaller than this one. And I couldn't see to thread it. This one, you can see this one, I've had it quite a while and it's all bent, but it still works, so I'm not too fussed. I'm going to, I should have probably threaded it up before I started, but I didn't. So let's have a go. Sorry if you can't see it, because it needs to come right near my face so that I can see the hole. Not doing it at the moment. Nope, it doesn't want to do it. I should have a needle threader somewhere, but I don't know where it's gone. It's half in. No, right, it's not going to work. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my bigger needle for now, because I am going to be starting with the bigger beads, and then I've got 3 sizes of beads on this one. Sorry about this, it's just I'm having a bad needle day. There we go. Right, so where was I? Yeah, I've got 3 sizes of needles. No, I haven't. 3 sizes of beads on this one. Let's start again. 3 sizes. So I've got quite large glass beads, and then I've got some coloured beads, and then I've got some tiny purple seed beads as well. So I started with the big beads first of all. So that's what I'm going to start with now. And just pop, I started with the coloured beads actually. So we'll start with coloured beads. Okay, so this is the first lot of coloured beads I've got, and I started with, I've got a couple of purples here. So that's what I started with last time. So I'm just going to do the same as what I did last time. And these all fitted on this needle. So okay, and I went through twice and then went on to the next bead. And I didn't finish my thread off, I just carried on. It would have taken me forever. So with the same colour, I like to just scatter them around. Just going to see if I can get that light any brighter. how many I did. I just did it until it looked fairly even and scattered around. So there needs to be one over there. Okay, so then I'm going to go on to the next colour, the next purple, the different, just a different shade, and just again randomly scatter them about. So what I'm going to do, rather than just sit here watching me bead these away, I will go off camera and finish the beading off, so I can show you how to do the rest of the little fig. So once I've done this colour, I think these are just plastic beads. These are the only cheap ones from a craft shop, but I have got some in here. I'll just show you a few. These are just some, they're kind of clear, but they've got a silver insert inside on them, and they're glass. So I'm going to, once I've done that colour that I've just started, then I'll be putting some of these clear ones on, and then after that I'll be doing the tiny ones, but which are, I think they're those there. Is it that one? No, it might be that one. It's that one. It's that colour there. They're really tiny. So what I'll do is I'll go away and do some more of this, and then I'll come back and show you how to put everything together. Okay, won't be long. Right, I have just about finished the beading. I've just got a couple more to do. And I found my needle thread, or one of my needle threaders. I've got another one somewhere, that a better one that was gifted to me, but I can't find it at this moment in time. I'm sure it's around somewhere, but just finishing off these tiny little seed beads. Not my favourite thing to do, but they do look good. Not too many of them, so I was just doing a couple more. You find little gaps. I think that's probably it, actually. I think there's a little gap just here, one more here. And I think I'm done with the beading. So I've just done 2 rounds of the thread. That will do. So, put my needle in there. So that's the beading done. Again, it's a little bit skew-iff, but it adds to the charm of them, doesn't it? So okay, that's that. what do we do next? Next is I think it's attaching the back. So there's the back. And I also want a little piece of wool to put in as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that one, just kind of, doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, I think I trimmed it even more on the other one, so I'm just going to go a little bit under. Like that. So that's going to go there. And oh, before I do that, I need to put my little loop on, because I sewed it onto this first of all. So I've got some that's a little bit of sari silk, which would look quite nice. I've got a little piece of, yeah, I think the sari silk looks good. I'm gonna have that. Okay, pop those there. Don't need that much. Surprise, surprise, I haven't got my needle ready. Needle, pop that in there so it doesn't get lost. Then what I'm going to do for now is just sew it on. Just a few stitches so it doesn't come out. Okay. There we go. So now that can go onto the back like that, and the front can go on. Yeah. And then I need some thread, and I think it's this kind of plum coloured thread that I used. I think I used 2 strands of it. It's got a knot in it there. Right, so I'm just going to hide my knot inside and stop my buttonhole stitch, and that's just going to go all the way around. I'm just going to trim that, it just seems a little bit not quite right. It might be because when I was attaching this felt, it's kind of like puckered up a little bit, I suppose. There are some places when the felt is quite close to the edge, so you just need to go onto the felt then, rather than just the fabric. Kind of lost my tail end there. Should hopefully just pull through, just loosen up. So. Okay, let's come loose. I've just got a little bit of misalignment there as well, so I'm just going to trim that off, see how that goes. Yeah, that's fine. It's pulling a little bit too tight there. A bit heavy-handed. The alignment again, yeah, that's fine. I think I may have to use some more thread. Do one more and then I'll finish that off. Just going to go inside and just Okay, oh, I've got 2 more left. Usually takes me just as long to get it threaded into here. That's that. You can tell I don't use one of these very often. There we go. So again, just bury that knot. Alright, just remember I've got this to go round as well. So that to that, I'll do one in it, the middle of it. Go into the middle. It's not gone through. Sorry. Pulling it closer to myself again, I didn't go through there. Then around the other side. Just need to, just here, because you'll be able to see, I can see the take a little bit of wool off, should do it. Okay. Carry on, just check. There. I think we're finished. Got a little knot in it. You can't really see it because of the colour. It's kind of like the same colour as the fabric. So it's okay. There we go. Pop that in there. Pop that there for a moment. And then we've just got the leaf to do. So I've used this green felt. I have got this, excuse me, which would have been lovely, but it does fray, whereas with the felt it doesn't fray, so I thought we'll do felt instead. So, template again. Do it there. In fact, I'm not even going to draw it out, I'm just going to which is what I did last time. I just drew around it, and then just to give me an idea of where it goes, like it, how it goes, and then I just trimmed it afterwards. Kind of like that. Okay, so I used a darker thread just so that I could see it. It's not that neat on the back. It's okay, but I wasn't too bothered about that. You're not going to really see it. But one thing I did do, just so there's no knots, so you can't see any knots. If you take one strand of thread and double it over and thread your needle, then you can do a knotless closure if you like. So don't go all the way through like I just did, go back down, and then if you put your needle through that loop that you've created excuse me, pull it back, you don't actually get a knot, it just ties it onto it, and then it's just a back stitch. Go to there, and then I'm going to go back up that one and then down, then I just wove my thread back to the top. Started on the other one. Move back up. Then I haven't got enough to go up further, so I'm just going to knot that. There is a slight knot, but you can't really see it that much. And then another piece. So you know knot is double it over, thread both ends 3 needle. So you've got a loop down at that end. Then just go down. No, you don't, you go up, sorry. As per usual. Back down. 3 next stitch. Then loop that hook, that hoop, loop round, hook the loop round. Back up to that one, just do some more here. Weave back up. Okay, you want to carry on a little bit longer, a little bit further. And that's where you're going to join onto this one. You carry that way or that way, it doesn't really matter, just somewhere around the top. Just do a few stitches. Again, just a little knot. Oh, that's not a little knot, I've made a right mess of that. I don't know what I've done there. It's not the way to do a knot at all. I think I've done enough loops around it to get it to stay on. Yeah, that's fine. And there's your little leaf, and that kind of moves around. You can either have it up like that or down the side. So there are my 2 figs. They're going to go off to, I'm going to gift these off to 2 special friends that I've made this year. You know who you are. Yeah, and so they're going to go off with, hopefully you'll get them in time for Christmas, but yeah, so they're my figs. So I hope you liked those. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Take care in the meantime. Okay, bye bye.